Bhagavatam. Mataji, would you like to give? Would you like to give the class?
No, please.
Okay. So we are continuing our reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 15th chapter, and it is entitled as Bali Maharaj Conquers the Heavenly Planets. So last time we discussed about how Bali Maharaj became powerful. Can anyone tell? How Bali Maharaj became powerful?
Taught by the mercy of Guru.
Because he pleased his Guru. What is his Guru's name?
Sukracharya.
Haribol, very nice. But now it was also told that how he will fall down because of not following Guru, or not insulting Vaishnava, insulting Brahmanas. It was told last time. We were discussing about this, and we discussed in detail about how we can have success in spiritual life. How?
Pleasing Guru.
Yes, Sir Prasada. So Guru is very important. It is concluded. So yes, and today we are moving to another verse of this chapter, which is going to end soon. It is the 32nd verse of this chapter. We will recite it, and we will try to see. There is not a long purport, but we will try to see what we can discuss. Evam sumantritarthaste. Evam sumantritarthaste.
Evam sumantritartaste.
Gurunarthan anudarshina. Gurunarthan anudarshina. Hitva vishtapam jagmur.
Hitva trivistapam jagmu.
Girvana kamarupina.
Girvanah kamarupinah.
Evam sumantritartaste.
Evam sumantritartaste.
Gurunarthanudarshina.
Gurunarthanudarshana.
Hitva trivistapam jagmur.
Hitva
Girvana kamarupina.
kamarupinah.
Evam sumantritarthaste.
Evam sumantritartaste.
Gurunarthanudarshina. Hitva trivistapam jagmur. Girvana kamarupina.
Girvana kamarupinah.
Vaishnavas. Would you like to recite, Prabhu?
Evam sumantritartaste.
Evam sumantritarthaste.
Gurunarthanadarshina.
Gurunarthanudarshina.
Hitva trivistapam jagmur.
Hitva trivistapam jagmur.
Girvana kamarupinah.
Girvana kamarupina. Evam sumantritarthaste. Gurunarthanudarshina. Hitva trivistapam jagmur. Girvana kamarupina. Word for word. Evam. Thus. Sumantrita. Being well advised. Artha. About duties. They. The demigods. Guruna. By their spiritual master. Artha anudarshina. Whose instructions were quite befitting. Hitva. Giving up. Trivistapam. The heavenly kingdom. Jagmu. Went. Girvana. The demigods. Kamarupina. Who could assume any form they liked. Translation, word for word, by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shukdev Goswami continued, the demigods, being thus advised by Brihaspati for their benefit, immediately accepted his words. Assuming forms according to their desire, they left the heavenly kingdom and scattered without being observed by the demons. Purport. The word Kamarupina indicates that the demigods, the inhabitants of the heavenly planets, can assume any form they desire. Thus, it was not at all difficult for them to remain incognito, invisible, before the eyes of the demons. Srila Prabhupada Ji Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Dire Nashtaprayeshu Bhakteshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Neshtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. So here it is being said that the demigods were advised by the spiritual master Brihaspati, and they immediately accepted their words. This is one of the quality of demigods. Even if they may have mixed desires, they are not pure Vaishnavas. Often we hear that. Of course, there can be some pure devotees. There can be very pure demigods also. They are purer than us, surely. They have got such a nice post. They have very good pious credits. But however, they have mixed desires. I mean, there no only one desire to please the Supreme Lord. They have desire to please themselves also. That's why they are in this position of demigods. So oftentimes it is seen that how Indra and many other demigods, they act. Shri Radha Pariseshwara ki jai, Shri Shri Nitai Sachisuta ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Marani Sudarshana Chakra ki jai, Shri Nrsimha Deva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all graceful assembled devotees, Hari Bol. So oftentimes it is said that oftentimes we hear the pastimes where the demigods are acting in very inconceivable ways, in ways in which sometimes we don't understand how Indra is fighting with Krishna, Indra is acting, or many other demigods also acting in ways which are not befitting or suitable for devotees. But their one good quality of demigod is they always abide by the orders of superiors or the demigods, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Many times they get deviated, but as soon as they get the order, then they abide by the orders of the Supreme Lord. So this is one thing which differentiates between demigods and demons. The demons, they want to do their own thing. In our life also we can see, to the degree we have this mentality, Prabhupada says this, and Gurudev and many other spiritual masters also say this, that to the degree we have the separate desire or mentality to do our thing or my thing, to that degree we have this demoniac propensity, and it is expressed through various ways. So, but demigods, they are diverted oftentimes, but they follow the Supreme Personality of Godhead or their Guru when they come back to their senses. So this is their good quality. So assuming the forms of according to their desire, they left the heavenly kingdom and scattered. So they moved here and there, and without being observed by demons. So Prabhupada writes here about Kama Rupina. They can take any form they like, and they become invisible also sometimes. So that's the power of demigods. Actually, the heavenly planet people in the heavenly planets, they are in the material world, but they have a lot of extra powers. Like they don't have to, the women there, they don't have to go through the pain of pregnancy, or in general the people they don't die and they don't get old age like people suffer here to old age, and they don't have so much suffering of birth like that. So it's quite and there is so many available options of doing sense gratification very nicely. but the main thing is that they forget God or they forget Krishna. So what is the use of opulences if we are able, if that is leading us to forgetting Krishna? Prabhupada says that one guru is rejecting and saying no like this. Prabhupada says that take my photo like this, give me money and I will embrace it, because I'm not using it for myself, I'm using everything for Krishna. So there is opulence, but if it is all utilized in the service of Krishna, then that becomes the perfect use of that opulence, because actually it belongs to Krishna. We have forgotten it and trying to take ownership of it, but actually it is belonging to Krishna, and that's why we are called thieves also sometimes in Bhagavad Gita and Shastras, that we are thieves if we are not offering it to Krishna. Even to the degree of offering our food, prasadam, how it becomes prasadam when we offer it to Krishna, because we are taking the like for example, if you go to somebody's home and if you want to take something, you will ask them. So similarly, this is Krishna's planet and Krishna's energy is everywhere. So if we offer first to Krishna, then it becomes prasad. Anything what we do, what we Yat karoshi, yat ashnashi, yat juhosi dadasi. It says in Bhagavad Gita, whatever you eat, whatever you do it as an offering to Krishna. And then that will not lead to karma bandhana. Because any act which we do has a reaction. We may not like to take that reaction, but it has a reaction. And we have to be ready for it. So any act has a reaction, and that reaction will come. But that reaction will not come if we do it for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. It will lead to karma bandhana only if we do it for our own sake. So that's the art of working in this world. In the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it says how we should do work. 3.9, I don't remember. So it says that we should offer everything to Krishna first. That's the art of doing work in this world. Otherwise, we will simply be entangled in the work, because anything which we do, we will get a reaction to it. So we are talking about demigods here. So it is said in the Shastras that Shine Punye Mrityulokam Vishanti. So as soon as your punya or your visa gets over, I have to go back to India. So my punya till the time is 25th December 2024 of my visa. So after that I have to go back. So similarly, the demigods, they have some punya, they have some pious deeds. For example, they are doing something for the poor, or some help to, or their service to the parents, or whatever they have done, or some godly punya also, some sukriti they have for doing some good activities in this world. So because of that, they have taken a good position, and they have been given, like for example, some people you see, they are very nicely powerful in their bodily strength or beauty or learning or good birth in a family of some brahmana or devotees. How is that? Nothing is by chance. Prabhupada says, Karmana Deva Nitrena. All of you know all this, I'm just trying to remind you. So Prabhupada says that Karmana Deva Nitrena. So according to the karma, laws of karma, it happens. So I'm talking about demigods, how demigods have done good karmas, that's why they have got this position. But it is very difficult actually. Whenever there is so much opportunity to gratify one's senses, it becomes very difficult to focus. The goal of life is not to just gratify our senses. It is required to gratify the senses so that we can live in this world. But if we just gratify our senses, then it will be the result of getting an animal body in the next life. So, or the lower forms. So the demigods, they live in the environment where it is very difficult to practice bhakti. Like in the Western worlds, we see in America or in Europe, we see that there are so many sense gratification available. So it becomes very difficult for people to become sincere and serious and focused in devotional service. Actually, anything to get success, we require regulation. We require focus. Even if to have a nice photo, we require to focus it for some time. We cannot just move it around and have a nice photo. It will be blurred. So similarly, in our life also, as you are student of medicine, you are student of business, you may have seen your classes happen at a regular time. You have to go at, although you don't want to, but you have to go at a regular time, and take bath and study nicely, and even the periods will happen also at a regular time, the interval, the classes. So it requires regulation, it requires good practice. So at the stage of sadhana bhakti where we are, it requires regulation in our life to do things in a regulated manner for the pleasure of the Lord, and ultimately do devotional service. So let's talk about the demigods. So the demigods have a lot of distraction, they cannot focus because there is so much sense gratification available. There are apsaras who are dancing, there are so much sense gratification to gratify their body nicely. So actually in one way it's a vardhan, but actually it's one blessing, but it is also actually a curse. It's a curse because you cannot do devotional service seriously. It's a blessing because you can gratify your senses, but it's not actually a blessing. So in spiritual life it's opposite. Something which may appear as a blessing in the material life is actually a curse for the spiritual life. Do you know what Kunti Maharani prays? What are the 4 things which are actually curse for spiritual life? Not curse, but actually it's obstruction. It can stop you. If you are not very focused, it will stop you from advancing. Good birth, very good. Wealth,
Family.
beauty, and good family. Good birth. Good birth. Birth in a family of Macron.
It's been 3. Good birth, wealth, beauty,
And learning.
learning.
Yeah. Jan, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shribhi. Edaman, Mada Puman. Mother will happen. Intoxication. Never thar tum abhidatum ved tvam akinchan gochara. आपको अगर if somebody has to become yours, then he or she has to become tvam akinchan gochara. Akinchan, nothing of this world. Okay, it does not mean that we have to become beggars or we have to starve our body or we have to just externally think that I am nothing. No, it is not like that. Like Prabhupada, we can see. We have to see according to time, place and circumstance and utilize everything for Krishna's service. Why we give everything to our sannyasis and Prabhupada so much? Because they don't have any desire for sense gratification. We know that they are so pure, so they will give everything to Krishna. So that's how devotees are so surrendered to the spiritual masters and Prabhupada and pure devotees, because they don't have any personal desire to enjoy in this world. However, in the case of demons, this is the thing which is there. We will today talk about little bit about one pure servant of Srila Prabhupada and dear eternal associate of Lord Chaitanya, as Prabhupada said, that Jayapataka is an eternal associate of Lord Chaitanya. He told for nothing, nobody else. He told for Jayapataka Maharaj. Of course, everyone. Yes. Srila Prabhupada in Mumbai in a conversation told that Jayapataka is an eternal associate of Lord Chaitanya, and he was 21 that time. So Prabhupada gave him initiation in 1968. Jayapataka Maharaj, His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Maharaj took birth in America in 1968 in a very wealthy family. We are talking about him because today is his 75th appearance day, Vyas Puja day, and Vyas Puja, is a birth of it represents the Guru Tattva, Vyasadeva. So on the appearance day of Gurus, we offer homage to them, we glorify them, and they are representing the spiritual parampara in our life. So we remember today Srila Jayapataka Maharaj's some pastime. He also had a demigod-like birth, where he had so much opulences all around. His grandfather was actually the founder of a multi-million-dollar company. So he had everything, so much, and from a very rich family, and he had scholarships from big colleges in Canada and US. So he could have pursued, but he had this desire that I want to know something about God. I want to find a guru. So they were looking actually for a guru, just like Mandakini Mataji also was sharing that they were looking for a guru. And these pure souls, even Prabhupada says that to assist me in preaching all over the world, these souls have taken birth in various parts of the world. It comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. These souls have taken birth. These are not ordinary souls. They are eternal associates of Lord Chaitanya, and specifically for Japataka Maharaj, we will discuss. So, Japataka Maharaj took birth in 1950, 50, I think so. Yes, and 49. So, and 1968 he got first initiation. 1970 he got sannyas at the age of 21. So Prabhupada asked him to take sannyas, and he told Prabhupada, "I'm only 21," and he said that don't be bodily conscious. I'm empowering you. You will have faith on Guru. Have faith on Guru. You will be able to hold your vows. No problem. So like that, then Japataka Maharaj directly came to India, and Prabhupada told him to take the citizenship of India. Citizenship of India in 1971, and then he straight went to Mayapur. And in Mayapur there was nothing that time. Today you went Mayapur, you have gone to Mayapur. There is such a big arrangement there, but at that time there was nothing, just some crops and field, nothing. Not even the first building, the building which is like a train, very long building. That building actually was the first to be made by Japataka Maharaj later on. So there were two devotees who were leading the show, Japataka Maharaj and Bhavananda Maharaj in Mayapur, and Prabhupada was very pleased. Prabhupada told them, take it, make it, and enjoy it. I have given you spiritual world. I have given you the kingdom of God. Now develop it. So this was the instruction which he took for like his heart and soul, and then he tried to develop it so nicely. He learned so many languages. One of them is Bangla.
Spanish.
One of them is Bangla, because the next day in 2 days he learned Bangla. Like that, it was natural for him. Nothing like Bangla we have to learn so much. No, it was natural for him. So this is a science actually. There are so many signs. I don't remember so many pastimes, but during the constructions of the big building, the train like long building which we have in Mayapur, we need to have the steel bars from Dhanbad, I think, or somewhere, Tata Steel plant in Dhanbad, I think. From there the steel bars was coming, and the laborers and the truck drivers, they were doing something to steal it. So Jayapataka Maharaj was very strong, and like not like he was not like which he was some years back, or is very strong. So he used to sleep over the steel bars from Dhanbad to Mayapur, over the truck, so that nobody can take it, and he used to come like that. So this is one of the story which actually touched my heart so much, that how Maharaj at this level also Maharaj was taking care so that he could develop the Mayapur so nicely. And Prabhupada was so pleased. There were lectures, recorded lectures, Prabhupada thanking Jayapataka Maharaj, saying that all glories to Jayapataka Maharaj, who is taking care of this project so nicely in Mayapur. And yes, personally, I have met Maharaj in 2016. I went to Thailand, and there Maharaj came. So I could personally say that Maharaj is very approachable, very welcoming. It's like it's not like he's so big Maharaj, but Maharaj embraced me and talked about who from where are you and like that. So it was a very great memory for me and very great inspiration for me in my life. When I met Jayapataka Maharaj, I tried to serve him a bit. So very compassionate. I asked him a question. I asked, he was telling about sannyas. So there was talk that time that in Thailand everyone has to become monk at least for 1 month or 1 year or for lifetime. So most of the people, they become monk for 1 year, 1 month or 1 day. So even the king, I mean the prince of the Thailand, he has to become a monk for at least 1 month or 1 day, at least. He became for 1 month. So training. So Maharaj was laughing. Okay, what happens after one month? So he said, then normal. So Maharaj is telling, I am sannyasi from the last 46 years, he told like that. So now it is 52 years he is a sannyasi. So, so Maharaj, I asked that what is the thing which inspires you to go on for so many years? So naturally Maharaj told, Lord Nityananda, he is going door to door and preaching. What I am doing? We have to go so much and preach the Krishna consciousness. He is coming and rolling on the ground. So like that he was telling. Actually he has natural affection and great love for the pastimes and for the lordships in Gaur Nitai. And this can be heard in his lectures. And the first thing when he got up, he said, Gauranga! Like that he bursted out. And so I could feel that how he had great love for the lordships. So actually these devotees like Jayapataka Maharaj and other Maharajas, they have carried on the legacy of Srila Prabhupada so nicely, the legacy of the parampara so nicely, like Prabhupada carried for his Guru Maharaj. And so similar way, the Prabhupada disciples have very nicely carried out the legacy by being sincere in their own devotional practice, serious in their own devotional practice, and trying to give out Krishna consciousness with their whole life and soul. They have given. They have such great. They are from such a wealthy family, like demigods, but they have given up everything for Srila Prabhupada. So I will tell you one story. So once, just on these lines, that how they left everything. I will tell you two stories for Giriraj Maharaj and Rameshwar Prabhu Maharaj. Okay, so first Giriraj Maharaj. You know Giriraj Maharaj?
Yes.
Yeah, from Juhu. You must have seen in the Abhecharan video, or about Juhu you may have heard.
It is a house also in Vrindavan, Giriraj.
Okay, so Giriraj Maharaj was a 19-year-old brahmachari, and he was searching for God. So just on the lines of how they were from very rich family, like demigods. So Giriraj Maharaj's father came and he gave a blank check to Srila Prabhupada and said, take it and give my son back. Prabhupada said, take your check back and take your son back. So he told no. So he was shocked actually, and he came from helicopter. He was the best advocate at that time in US. And in US, yes, and in US, advocates are highly paid because everyone do case like that. Not like India. If you know about India, if you do a case, it will go on for years, for lifetimes. Like this Ram Janmabhoomi, the case was going on from 400, 300 years, 100, I don't know how many years. And like that, it will goes on in India. But here in US, it is like they do case like anything. You park your or you do something to your dog, they will do a case from you. So they're highly paid job, and he was best of the best advocates. So he came from helicopter, just imagine. So, and his sister, Giriraj Maharaj's sister, she had 1,000 pairs of shoes. So just imagine, 1,000 pairs of shoes. Every pair, next time it will come after 3-4 years, the turn of one pair. So she has so many shoes and so many things. So they are so rich, like demigods. But Giriraj Maharaj told, I will not go. And then his father had to go like that. And then Giriraj Maharaj told to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you could have taken check also, and I would have not gone also. Why you did not take the check? Because he gave the blank check to Prabhupada. So like that. So I just wanted to share that how they were from very great demigod families, demigod-like families. About Rameshwar Prabhu, I will say. So in the lines of how they have dedicated everything, and how Srila Prabhupada is so pleased with them, that even though they may have fault later on in their life, they may have done something due to the great potency of Maya, they may have deviated from their principles, but still Srila Prabhupada will take them back to Godhead because he was so pleased. It is said that when service is done at the time when it is needed, it is most glorified. I mean, the timely service is most glorified actually. Because now you can do so much, but Prabhupada will not write your name. Prabhupada write for Jayananda in Ishopanishad, I think. Here we thank Jayananda. We heartily thank Jayananda who gave $5,000 for publishing of this book. So Prabhupada was so pleased.
Krishna book also. Like
Yeah.
George Harrison.
George Harrison was like, he gave thousands of euros, but just if you give 500, Prabhupada, just 100 euros, dollars if you gave, Prabhupada was so pleased, because at that time it was needed. He did not have, I told you last day about the story of, I think I told you, that Prabhupada was waiting in front of a house, and somebody
Yeah.
came, a devotee came, and he was asking, why you are waiting? So he's Swami Maharaj. Yeah, Prabhupada was known as Swami Maharaj, not Prabhupada. Actually, Prabhupada's name was used for Bhakti Siddhanta. So, but after that we use it for Prabhupada also. So, why Swami Maharaj you are waiting? So he said, I am waiting for 5 rupees because this person will give me 5 rupees. So after 4 hours he came. So he said, Swami Maharaj, you are still waiting? He said, yeah, because he is busy. So he said, okay, I will give you 5 rupees. Please come with me. Please take rest. He said, but will you give me 5 rupees every month? So Prabhupada said, Prabhupada was very, will you give me 5 rupees every month? He said, okay, I will give you 10 rupees every month. Please come, take rest, or please come with me. So like that Prabhupada has struggled for 5 rupees, 10 rupees, and
It's
what
in
to
Delhi,
say.
no?
Yes. So when he was struggling for publishing his books. So at that time, whoever helped, they will be glorified, or they will be given the best of the. So similarly, there is a great need. Wherever there is great need, if somebody helps, or if somebody become a part of it, then they can get the great then they can get the great blessings of acharyas, and they can become very dear to the acharyas. Um, Okay, so I was telling about how they become so dear to Prabhupada, these disciples, or everyone. And today we are talking about Jayapataka Maharaj. So they become so dear. So once what happened in a morning walk, Srila Prabhupada was walking, and he was little frustrated, because not frustrated but not happy, because they were not publishing fast. Prabhupada was writing fast, and dictating fast, but they were not publishing fast. They were little slow, and Prabhupada wanted to publish Chaitanya Charitamrita at any cost, because Prabhupada was thinking, if I leave, so better they have Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So Prabhupada paused Srimad Bhagavatam and said, I will write Chaitanya Charitamrita, and he wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita and said, you publish it first. But they were saying, Prabhupada, to publish one book it takes 3 months, and even if we do at a double speed, then even if we do at the best of the best speed, then 1 month, one book. 1 month, one book. So, and actually the speed is 3 months for one book. So, but they said, Prabhupada, we can do 1 month for book. That's maximum. So Prabhupada told all 17 books in 2 months. So the person, Rameshwar Prabhu, he was shocked, and it was not like that nowadays if we see some Maharaj or somebody says something, we take it lightly, okay. But that time if Prabhupada says something, that means it is absolute truth. It has to happen. It's not like nowadays if you hear something, or if Maharaj says something to you, any Maharaj, we don't take it so seriously, like life and death. But Prabhupada, at those times, if Prabhupada has said 2 months, 17 books, that means it has to happen. So he was like shocked. He was like feeling, what Prabhupada just said, I don't know. So then he asked Prabhupada, 2 months? 17 books? How is it possible? 17 Chaitanya Charitamrita books. So how is it possible? Prabhupada said, impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. That was the first time it was said. And he was, and then there is a big story. You can hear a lecture from Rameshwar Prabhu. But after that 2 months, the books were published. And in that Mangal Arati, Prabhupada sang for 1 hour the Mangal Arati. 1 hour the Mangal Arati. And Prabhupada was so pleased. He said that whoever took part in this publication, I will take them personally back to Godhead. So by this we can understand how by this we can understand how they have pleased so much Srila Prabhupada. Although they were from a very rich demigods-like family, but they gave up everything for helping Srila Prabhupada, and that's the eternal service which they have done. These books and everything which we are taking the benefit of is because of the sincere efforts of Prabhupada disciples. We are trying to nicely enjoy but it is due to the hard efforts of the devotees who have done book distribution in minus 20 degree temperature
Russia.
in Russia, Europe, or anywhere in US, Canada. It's because of their hard efforts this thing has come up.
The book is there on, no? Salt bread something.
Yes, there are.
There is drama also.
Yes, so they have done so much hard efforts to give up their any desire. It is said, "Arna kariho mane asha." Actually, we sing it, but I don't know. They have really lived it. They don't have any other desire. Simply, we can see from the life of His Holiness Srila Jananand Maharaj also. He could have done preaching anywhere, but at that place where it is most needed, he came here. He could get do service anywhere. I mean, in UK, New Zealand, he had many disciples there, but he came here to France, and I have seen personally Maharaj trying to give up his each ounce of energy for doing his best in book distribution or anything, whatever sangha I have with Maharaj. So I could see that how these disciples are actually living the legacy of Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada must be so pleased. As we were discussing about the pleasure of spiritual master is actually the goal of our spiritual life. So and these devotees have done that. So today Srila Jayapataka Maharaj we remember, and we can pray to the Lordships for him, so that we can get his association more and more for more number of years, his health remain stable and improve, and if the Lordship desires, his desire is actually to see the opening of TOVP. So yeah, according to doctors, he may have gone so many years back, but he has stayed, and even he says in the sometimes that please pray for me, so that, oh Lord, if you desire, my Guru Maharaj, he wants to stay, he don't want to die, because he wants to really stay and see the Prabhupada's dream come true, TOVP to come true, and by the sincere efforts of Alfred Prabhu, Amrish Prabhu, and many other Vaishnavas, TOVP is coming up. So our thought process should be that how I can contribute, how I can follow in the footsteps of such Vaishnavas. Because in general, if we don't think about it, we just try to enjoy the facility, then it's not the good consciousness. For a devotee, our consciousness should be how I can try to serve, what I am doing for TOVP, or what I am doing for the temple, or what I am doing for the Prabhupada mission. I should also try to do something, whatever capacity we have. We may not be able to surrender like the Vaishnavas at this point of time, but that should be our aspiration. We should not just hear and then just forget about it. We must think how I can do, what little thing, at least what is in my capacity. We should not compare, but we should try to do whatever in our capacity, a bit more than whatever is our capacity, so that we can also become a part of this wonderful movement. Hare Krishna. And any opulence we see, like demigods or anyone who have any opulence, we should remember that they are blessed by the Supreme Lord. Rather than doing envy, we should try to feel that they have got the blessings of Supreme Lord. Somebody is a beautiful person, somebody is learned, somebody is any good qualities like demigods. It's all because of the blessings of Supreme Lord. He may have or she may have done something in the past, that's why they have got the blessings of Supreme Lord in such a way. Nobody gets anything by chance. So rather than envy, we should try to see the hand of God in their life, who have blessed them with some quality like demigods. So these were some qualities of demigods we discussed, and we sang a very nice song. If you have time, please sing this song or read the meaning of this song in your personal time. The song says, the song starts with Udilo Aruna. Udilo, Udilo Aruna. Aruna means Aruna, sun. Huh? Please hang already. Yeah, the same song I told. So the same song, if you have time later, and we can try to take the shelter of the holy name. It is said in the song that in Ekadashi especially, Ekadashi, today is Ekadashi also. Ekadashi is a very special day. It is said that we should try to do things which are prescribed in devotion service. Sometimes we take austerity or do something, but it may not be prescribed. But Ekadashi is something which is prescribed. So these are the two prescribed days prescribed by the acharyas, and Krishna is become pleased. And it is said that we should sincerely try to take shelter of the holy name on these 2 days. Yatana is the word which is used. Namashraya Kori Jatane Tumi, Yatana Tumi. So take the shelter of with Jatana. You may feel sleepy or you may don't like to do it, but still you do it because Krishna is pleased or spiritual master is pleased. So little Jatana we have to do, Yatana we have to do chanting, to do book distribution, to do whatever is the activity being given to us, devotional activity, especially Harinam. Okay, Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Radha Parisishwara ki jai, Shri Shrinitai Sachi Sutta ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.